Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm just gonna do a voiceover on a project I did for my buddy Carl, painting his helmet. It's an Arise Signet Q, I think. That was what it looks like. This is what it looks like before I touched it. Took the visor off and all that. On these street bike helmets, you know, they're tricky, but just taping off the rubber, all the rubber off, taking off the decals and all the vents. They're double-sided tape. This helmet had a lot of graphics on it, so I decided to sand it with a DA. The DA kind of added more work for me, but it got down some of the edges. I ended up getting down to the actual stock, or whatever, the original material of the helmet. I had to prime it to get rid of all the high spots. So here's a coat of primer. This is primer sanded with white on top now. I'm doing fluorescent colors on this, so we based it all white. I'm using water base. I didn't get all the footage, but this is the color. We did orange on the left side, green on the right side, yellow, pink. It's all fluorescent colors. I cleared it, and then now I'm wet sanding it with 1000 grit wet sandpaper so I can do my next step, because I'm gonna do a, as you see right here, I'm doing a crystal effects. Sorry, lost my train of thought. And that was a whole other process that I didn't get into or film. He wanted some gold on the top, the middle between all the fluorescent colors. I decided to throw a hexagon design in there, and the back I put a little touch of it too, just to carry it over. So here it is unraveling. That's the hexagons on the front chin bar and on the top, with the fluorescent colors underneath. I think it looks pretty dope. I'm gonna divide that with a zigzag stripe, you'll see shortly, but this is where we are. I cleared all that to lock it in, and I'm sanding it again. I'm using a 2K clear, very hard clear, so hard to sand, wet sand. I use 1000 grit again. Here I am doing the zigzags lines on both sides of the helmet. I had a couple other ideas on the color choice, but I ended up changing it. We're gonna do a hot pink, but here's the layout, kind of how I did it. This is all freehand. The hexagons were not. They were like a mask that was pre-cut, but I put white base down on the zigzag pattern to get the fluorescent pink to really pop. And then I border the zigzag with a dark purple fluorescent that I had, just to kind of give it like a laser-ish kind of look, is what I was going for. I know I'm gonna border this after with a light blue, but that's how that is. And every time I do this, you gotta retape it. Here's another coat, well, not another coat. This is a coat of blue over the tiger print on the back, and I put a little bit of red candy on it to make it have a purple. Then we're gonna lock all this in with some clear again. So I probably cleared this helmet like 5 times, and countless times retaping around the edge. Every time I clear it, I take the tape off just so it doesn't become one with the paint while it's still kind of wet. But here we go, wet sanding again with 1000, trying to get all the high spots low. Make sure you don't sand too much on the high spots, because they'll burn through and take the color off. So just kind of, once you do it once, you'll figure it out. We're back to retaping all the rubber grommets around the helmet and the face part. I tend to do a lot of this. I wish I knew there was a faster way, or it doesn't matter. It's just very repetitive. Tape on, tape off. So this is the helmet done with the blue zigzag pattern around with the pink. I'm assembling the helmet with the visor and all the vents. Here's what we have. That's what I came up with. I would say it took me about 40 hours, not all at once, but just a lot of detail in this for a quick one. Not a quick one, but you know what I mean. I tried to 3D the hexagons. You can't see it. Maybe in one of these photos you will, but I put like a copper in there to give it like a 3D look. That's the crystal effects. How sweet does that look? There are the hexagons, and that's the tiger stripe-ish design. Left all the venting black just to give it some contrast, and yeah, I think it came out great. Carl loves it. Another job well done. Thank you to everybody that helps me with the ideas and has led me up to this where I can do it unassisted at this point. Like and subscribe to the channel, please. And yeah, we'll probably have another helmet coming around sometime soon. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next. Later.